Good morning. I'm Ron Moore, and this is your morning cup of motivation. Man, we thought this was a great setting here. Believe. Boy, that's a great message in so many areas, isn't it? Hey, I just read the other day about, again, how good God is, that He takes us where we're at. Reading about Jacob. Now, Jacob had quite a life by the time we get to how about Genesis 46, way back in the OT. And he'd walk with God, he'd wrestle with God, he had all sorts of experiences. And so you'd think by this time, man, he'd be on this super high level. But at this point in time now, mind you, Joseph, his youngest, has been in Egypt, and he's running the show in Egypt pretty much. The Pharaoh's just kind of sitting back, chilling like a villain, not doing much, and he turned it over to Joe. Well, so you remember the story how Joe's brother showed up, and he finally revealed himself to him. And so he said, "Hey, go get our father, bring him here." So they went, told Papa Jacob that, hey, your boy Joe is still alive. He's still alive. Of course, he couldn't believe it after all these years of thinking he was dead, But so he said, okay, I'll make that journey, because the land was in famine. They said, hey, you got to come to Egypt, and there's going to be a lot of food there, and they're going to take care of us. So the scriptures, it's just really cool the way it says that even though Jacob was afraid, how God visited him and said, don't be afraid, Jacob. Now, I don't know if that just hit me. Maybe it's not going to hit anybody else, but it just hit me how, we might be the type that say, well, Jacob, you just shouldn't be afraid at this point in your life. If God tells you to do something, just do it. You just shouldn't be afraid. But it hit me how God is not the God of, hey, you shouldn't have. Hey, you should have. You shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be that way. Or you should have done this. Or you should have done that. That's not God. He took this old man Jacob and walked with him for years and years. And I tell you really see a walk with God there, because you see ups and downs, and man, wrestle with God, and times of just being under the circumstances, times of grief. So that's life, my friend. The Christian life is not just name it, claim it, blab it, and grab it, profess it, and possess it, and everything comes up roses. No, see, over a long period of time, man, it's been just a few years since I've been in this walk myself. Man, like one pastor here in town said, son, you've lived life, But I just want you to know today that if you're afraid that God is looking at you, critical of you, because, here's where you should be, he's not, okay? He's just not. He is actually so in love with you, and he's ready to meet you where you are. See, the whole thing is your heart. Is your heart saying, Lord, I don't want to be this way. Now, see, that's one thing that's totally different than a recalcitrant heart that says, God, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do it my way, It's a totally different thing. So let me ask you, where's your heart today? Are you at that place of saying, God, you just do your thing in, through it for me? I want to be all yours. I want you to work in me. Make me a little bit more like Jesus today than yesterday. Is that where you're at? Well, I tell you one way or the other, God is not condemning of you. And he loves you, and he takes you where you are and works in your life. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye now.